a lesson can catch up on it anyway. So looking on our D2L homepage in the messages, or sorry, the news, they call it, yeah, the news. I have put 3 videos that I do want to bring your attention to and have you look at. Now, I didn't make these videos, but I like them so much because they were made. They explain things so clearly that I'm leaving them there for you to help you to look at various details on how to make a form. So I'm highly recommending those 3 videos from Dr. Abdul Latif. Please have a look at those. And if you haven't already looked at them, maybe you've already looked at them because I may have, I don't know. But they will help you to do Lab 8A and also to do Lab 10. So that's where we are today, Lab 10. Have a look at the forms. In Lab 10, I'm giving you this big, it's a very big sort of document. I suppose it's 30 or 40 pages or something like that. But this document sort of explains in another way. And I think it's always good to go to more than one source to find out when you're trying to learn something. So I would recommend looking at the video that Dr. Abdul Latif made, but also have a look at this worksheet. It goes through sort of in steps how to go about making yourself a form. And so I'm looking at that here on page 594 of that work, sort of chapter from a book, I think. But you can see there, and I'm highlighting it, the important things there in a form tag. So a form tag, you have a start and an end in the tag, just like you do in any other HTML tag. But what's special in a form tag is you have an action wherein you give the address, a URL of another web document. Now, usually that would be in the same website. You could direct to another website, but usually this document is just going to be another document in your page. But in this case, this one here is actually going outside of the website into another website and to a PHP document. Now, we usually use PHP documents for our actions because PHP is able to work with our posts and our gets. Now, post and get are explained in this document that is given to you, but basically these are required by PHP in order to take data and kind of like assign it to a variable and pass it from one page to another. And so by this form action, what this means is that all the values that have been assigned to a name inside the form. So here we've got an input and there's a name that's assigned there, and the value will be attached to that name. Now the value starts off as a in this case a null value, but the user will see this as a box, a text box, and they will type a value, and then that value will be passed along to this contest.php file where it will be processed. But it can only be passed if a method is given either as a post or a get. And this document actually explains the difference between post and get. There's a little bit there. Basically, your post is going to be a bit more secure because it doesn't alert the user to the actual actions that are happening as they happen, whereas a get will. And this is all explained in this document. If you go through this document, it's quite detailed. Now, I am asking you to do a bit of reading, I suppose, to look at that document. There's a few pages in that. You will find, as I said, and I'm saying this again, the videos that Dr. Abdul Latif made are just sort of excellent on this. And so I haven't tried to sort of do anything else on those. I'm just passing those to you. Now, in this document, it does explain, as it does in the videos. The videos do this very well. Basically, you could look at the videos without looking at this document.
Sir, is this HTML? Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, at HTML,
Oh,
you can
yes,
see,
input,
the
yes.
form is an HTML element. And so we use form inside an HTML
Yes, like lab 08A, like
Yes.
we use it
Yes.
forms.
If you've done 08A, then
Yes, I'm done.
then
I submitted
oh
it.
well, this will be easy for you then. because it's
Yes.
pretty much the same. So what it's asking you to do in lab 10, and if you've done lab 8A, this will be kind of easy, because if you look at it, you're just asked to make this form. And it's basically kind of everything in that form I think you've done. So you got a radio button, you've got
Yes, we checkbox.
check boxes, got a bunch of inputs, input text, and you've got a it's the large text input. So you've got items that oh, and you've got a submit key, a submit button. So you've got everything there. You've already done it. They now, if you
Yes,
wanted to
it will
make
be easy.
this,
Thank you.
so it should be easy, and that's I kind of made you do 8A as sort of a practice for this. And so, as I said, if you've done that, then this shouldn't be too hard for you at all. And there's a very long explanation there. I'm not expecting you to sort of memorize that. I mean, the key is just to sort of to build this form. And if you look at the document, you'll see that that's the exercise. The document is to build that form and just to mark it up so that it looks right. So you can apply CSS to that, to the form tag, and make it look like that. So that's basically what your exercise is. As Bushra has pointed out, it's very, very similar to exercise 8A. And exercise 8A, I did give you all of those videos from Dr. Latif, and thank you to Dr. Latif again. I'm saying that because they are, I thought, kind of excellent videos. And so if you have a look at those and have a look at what you did in 8A, have a read of this document if you want, and you should be well prepared then to finish that exercise. I'm going to stop recording for a minute and maybe take some questions.